We are blacked out. This has happened before in years past. We will post the video tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So that will be on, what is today, Friday? So Saturday at 1 o'clock we'll post the video of this. But we're going to call the game here. And we just had the coin toss.
Looks like Choctaw won the coin toss and elected to defer. Stillwater's going to receive, and Choctaw is going to be going from our right to your left across the radio dial.
And we're going to have to describe everything here today because this is a radio show. Our wind is a stiff wind blowing from the right to the left. So that would be probably blowing from south to north. I believe this is
that's correct.
Yeah, this is correct. So it is a stiff wind. It's definitely going to affect the kicking game and the passing game. So just be aware of that. This is going to be a second meetup, of course. Jackets spotted the Stillwater Pioneers 14 points in their first meeting, and they lost only by 7. So what are your keys to the game here?
Keys to the game this week. Choctaw can't afford to be asleep in the first quarter. We have got to start early. We can't, like you said, we spotted Stillwater 14 points in the first 5 minutes of our previous meeting. Choctaw eliminates those mistakes early, doesn't spot Stillwater 14 points. We're going to be off to a great start. Choctaw's going to have to win the turnover battle here. Anytime Choctaw's won the turnover battle, we've walked away victorious in that game. And then on offense, it's going to have to be Landon and Mayer. I talked to Coach Corbin this week, and he said, be ready for a big game from Gatson and Mayer Morgan this week. The team will go as they go on offense.
Yeah, and I think the keys to the game right here is really where do you want to limit mistakes? You want to limit the mistakes on defense. I think this is going to be a defensive struggle. You know, if our defense can get the ball to the offense in good field position, I think that the offense can score in a small drive. The big drives are going to be difficult for both teams because these are probably the two best defenses in 6A2 going head-to-head. It's cold. The ball is going to be extra difficult to catch and extra difficult to hold on to. And so this might be just I would expect an extra 2 turnovers for the game just because of the conditions of the weather. So
as cold as it is, that ball's going to be rock hard. If you get it up in the wind, it's going to sail. If you're throwing to the south, that wind's going to knock it down quite a bit.
And here comes the Jackets. You can't see them, but we're excited, and they're excited. They are dressed in white shirts because we are the visitors, because we are the underdogs. They have gold pants, gold helmet, and, like they say, the good guys, good guys always wear the white hat in the Westerns, right? So we're going to be the good guys today, and the Stillwater Pioneers, they're going to be in their traditional blue and that gold with the blue helmets. What you'll see tomorrow is, of course, it's tradition for the Choctaw players to get into the end zone and say a little prayer or do whatever their traditions are. And we're going to start this game here.
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. We can help you with the plans from start to finish or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions or just build on yours, give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
All right, we are back, and we are really, really excited to be here, and both teams are huddled up, and the referees are getting it done here.
Before we get started, let's talk about last week and how great of a job Landon Gatson did. Last week, he goes 19 for 25 for 230 yards in the air, and he had 25 carries for 152 yards. The kid had 382 total yards by himself. Mayor Morgan had 21 attempts for 66 yards. D. Green with 3 carries for 19 yards. Receiving the ball, Zaylen Matlock had a great game. 8 catches for 126 yards. We're going to need that kind of performance again from these guys. And here we go. Dylan Gamble's coming out with the ball on the tee. Pioneers are set back deep to receive.
They're going to receive it probably about the 30.
Okay.
Dylan Gamble's going to put the ball on the right hash.
And he's going to be kicking with the wind. And again, the Jackets have been practicing this kind of onside cluster all season, not all season, but all playoffs long. And so they're going to line up in that cluster. And the wind is strong enough, it just blew the ball off the tee. So Gamble's going to reset it up. He's going to walk it off. And so we'll see what we do here. The Pioneers are clustered all around the 50-yard line. There's only 2 deep. And then the Jackets will spread out into typical kick formation, and so will the Stillwater Pioneers. And so we got 2 deep, and Gamble's ready to go here. Let's see what he kicks it. He's going to kick a low line drive with the wind. It's received at the 15. And good little run from the Pioneers, and they'll get all the way up to about the 37-yard line. And we're gonna start this game off right with the defense coming out.
They need to come out early and make a statement right here. We cannot afford to give up an early touchdown to Stillwater and get behind the sticks. This is not the game to play catch-up today.
All right, we're going to do the best job we can. After Thanksgiving doing a radio show, we got to reduce staff, so we'll do the best job we can with the time. But we'll definitely call it out loud. So if you're listening, we'll let you know on the time, and we'll let you know on down a distance, all that good stuff. All right, we got trips right, single back, and Stillwater's just going to hand it off to their little running back, and he has a good run to the outside, and he's going to be tackled for D. Green for an 11-yard gain, and Stillwater's will move the sticks, and they will have a first down at their own 46-yard line.
And they're moving quick here.
All right, trips right, single back. Jackets lining up. And there's the snap. It's going to be another handoff to the running back, and he's going to try to get through the line, and he does get a nice little gain, about 4 yards. 3 yards.
Gain of about 3 right there. We're going to have 2nd and 7.
And the Pioneers are going into the wind right now, so that could be a factor as far as kicking and throwing. Same formation, trips right, single back. And there's the snap, and the quarterback's just going to keep it on the left edge, and he's going to be met with a lot of resistance. I see Rocco getting off the ground, and already we're talking about Rocco, and that's going to be a gain of, I think, 1. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5?
Yeah, we got 3rd and 5 here. You got Bruntrell Smith over there on the right side, who did a great job of breaking around the edge and shutting down that quarterback run, and Rocco Tartaglione came behind him and just cleaned it up.
All right, Stillwater keeping in the same formation, trips right, single back. They need to convert this. And they're going to he pulls it back to pass, little play action, and gets a guy in the flat. Well, it was a little out route, actually, and it was about a 10-yard reception. And they're going to progress into Jacket territory with the first down on the Jackets' 38-yard line. All right, they're going to switch it up. They've got 2 receivers to the left, a H-back to the right, single back. And they're just going to hand it off to the running back, and it's going to be met with huge resistance and tackled. Is that big old 99? Let me see when he gets up. 91 with just a solo tackle up the middle.
It was Jace Watson on the tackle.
You're not running through him. He knocked the running back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be at 2nd and 10. All right, same formation. two receivers left, your H-back to the right, single back. And there's the snap, and he's going to throw it a little bit too high, and I'm going to credit Izzy with getting in the head of the
Izzy might have got a hand on that too, because that ball sailed really high over his receiver's head. That was a great pass rush by Izzy coming around the edge right there.
Okay, we're having an issue with sound here. All right, hopefully sound is fixed here. We'll update you where we are. It's a little bit weird when we don't have the video on. So we have a trips left, single back. Fortunately, I have someone monitoring this at all times.
They got a tight end set out to the right here.
All right, there's the snap, and we're going to throw it. A little short throw, and it's going to bring up a fourth. I think he got up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're giving him credit back to the line of scrimmage. That was number 6, Callie Grant on coverage there, giving him absolutely nowhere to go. Great break on that ball. Went right around the defender and just took that little quick pass right away.
All right, that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 on the Jackets' 38-yard line. And we got sound working now. Okay.
Pioneers came out, and they tried to get the Yellow Jackets to jump on a hard count. Now they're getting a new play in. Let's see, are they actually going to go for it, or are we going to have another hard count?
All right, There's a snap, and he's going to look to throw it. Really good coverage, and they're going to get a man. There's a little contact. And they're going to, no flag, they're going to call it a first down. So the Pioneers are going to be inside the Jackets 24 and bring up a first down.
That was Caden Anderson on coverage. Definitely a lot of contact right there, but no flag from the official. We got 9.5 minutes left still in the first quarter. We got a 1st and 10 Stillwater.
All right, there's the snap, and it's going to be right up the middle. He's going to get about a 3-yard gain.
And that was Izzy on the tackle there. Izzy Hammonds, great job plugging up that gap. They gained about 3 yards right there.
Okay, so they're on the 21-yard line, the Jackets' 21-yard line, knocking on the door, but this is where the Jackets are going to bow up. And with the shortened field, we got trips left, single back. And there's the snap. Quarterback rolls right. He's looking to pass to his running back. He does, but is well covered, and it's going to be incomplete. It looks like the quarterback just threw it over his head.
That was TK, Tariq Knighton on the coverage, and quarterback absolutely had nowhere to go with trips being to the left and a quarterback rollout to the right. Not a great play design, and the Yellow Jackets did not fall for it at all.
All right, we got 8:49. Clock's a little bit behind here, but that is okay.
You got Kentrell Gaddis coming on. Jackets are going to give like a nickel package kind of look, expecting the pass right here.
All right, handoff right up the middle, and that was Rocco with the first contact, and he somehow drags the pile for a first down.
He kept driving his feet, did not give up. Rocco met him right in the hole, and it's not very often that Rocco's going to get ran over like that.
It's good blocking up front. Rocco didn't get any help afterwards, so it was just a good run. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 from, it looks like, the 11, so they can get a first down inside the 1. And the clock is acting weird.
Yeah, the clock operator seems to be having a few issues here today.
Well, that's unfortunately me on the live stream.
No, I'm talking about the game clock operator seems to be having some issues as well. Refs are having to make a lot of signals up here to the game clock operator.
Right. We got a single back with a direct snap, and he's just going to run it forward. And
I think the ball's on the ground.
It is on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. It looks like Choctaw's got it. Choctaw football. Choctaw football.
What a defensive stand right there. And we're talking about this is the first of the turnovers of tonight. And again, I think we called it, if you win the turnover battle, you win the game. And so the Stillwater Pioneers will come up with 0 points on their first possession. And so the Jackets will take over. It looks like they're going to spot it about the they haven't spotted yet. 7-yard line, the Jackets' 7-yard line, which is good because that gives the Jacket offense a little bit of room. Now, the good news here is the Jackets have seen this special Stillwater defense. They're a little bit different where they stand up and they're off the ball. This offensive line has gotten a little more mature since we've seen them last. So let's see what we do here. And they're having a lot of conversation here. Let's make sure things are going good. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'll be sure to not.
On that turnover, that looked like it was Izzy Hammonds just came up and put his helmet directly on the football, and that thing just popped loose. I couldn't tell who came out with it, but that was an amazing play on defense.
Yeah, it truly was. They had to talk about something. We might have a TV timeout or something. They don't signal up here. Okay, here's the Jackets. Landon's by himself. And there's Mayer in motion, and Mayer gets the handoff running right. He hits the hole and hits it hard. And he gets tackled, but he falls forward for about
5 yards right there. He had one man to beat. If that man does not make that tackle, we're talking about a 93-yard touchdown run for Mayer on the first play of the game.
All right, 2nd and 5. That motion from a receiver, that was Matlock. Landon just takes it himself, and he's going to spin and spin and spin down for about a 7, 8, 9-yard gain. And it's going to be a first down on the 21-yard line. Jackets moving the ball already. They're not going to have a 4-and-out on their first possession. Jackets look like a brand-new team where they're not afraid of first quarter today. All right. Right now we got 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. We got Titus in the tight end position. We got Mayer in the backfield. It's on the ground. Landon falls on it. It's going to be a loss of about, looks like about a 5-yard loss. They'll bring up 2nd and 15. But the low snap, Landon got on it, and I'd rather secure the ball than turn it over for sure. All right, here we go. Let's see what we're going to line up in. We got Trips to the left. Titus is a tight end, single back. Matlock in motion to the right. And we're going to hand it off to Matlock behind the Mayer. The Mayer's going to lead block. He's around the edge. He's got the Nope, he goes out of bounds. They're going
to credit him with
the first. So he gets 15 yards exactly, gets the first down, and the Jackets continue to move down the field. First down on the 31-yard line.
We got a Trips right bunch package out there right now.
Yep, single back, and there's the handoff. Looking to throw. He finds an open man. It's a Matlock. He gets a catch around 50, falls down after making the catch, and they're going to credit him getting to the 48-yard line.
Yep.
And Jackets are now in Pioneer territory. All right.
Okay. Clock just hit 7 minutes, and Choctaw is moving right now. Great pass from Landon. Stillwater was completely fooled by that.
A lot of new personnel came out. Switching up, keeping them fresh. It looks like we're going to the power pistol package or something I've never seen before. What are they doing?
They're gonna shift.
Okay.
You got Izzy, Titus, and D Green out there,
and it's going to be a Landon design keeper, and they break this play apart. And it's going to be a design run, but he's going to lose about 3. It was some kind of heavy package, and it kind of looked like the old kind of, single wing, I guess.
And now they're going to spread those 3 out wide. That same heavy group, they're all spread out on the wing.
With an
got
empty
a tight
backfield.
Tight end to the left.
Titus in motion. And there's a snap. He's going to just throw an easy pass to D. Green. D. Green's going to dance, and he's going to fall forward for about a 4-yard gain up to the original line of scrimmage, bringing up a 3rd and 10. So they're trying some things out here. 3rd and 10. We'll see what the Jackets do. It looks like they're going to more of a traditional package. We're going to have an empty set, Trips to the left and Mayer to the left. And then we're going to shift to we're
in a Wildcat here. Wildcat here. Mayer's back at quarterback here.
Mayer's just going to run it right up the middle, and he's going to break some tackles, but it's going to be short. It's
going to be about a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, so we'll bring up a 4th and 7 on the 45, on the Pioneer 45. And so this is this could go either way. They could keep their offense in. They could punt. They have the wind at their backs, and we're at 5:05 on the clock. Empty backfield. We got 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Motion is Mayer, and Landon to throw to Titus just a little bit too hard, and it will be. He was wide open. Titus was, and it will be a a turnover on downs. Pioneers will take over on the 45. So both had one possession. Both came up empty. And so Pioneers will start with their second possession right here. And we'll go ahead and bring up our first sponsor of the day. We got EOC Tech behind us every single year, and they help our students, and they help our school, and they provide a lot of opportunities for the community to find a trained workforce getting out of high school. All right, here we go. They got a snap, and he's going to just send it up the middle, and he busted the gap. And then he's going to get surrounded.
Got a flag on the play in the backfield, though. Flag on the play here.
And, oh, wow, number 99 came up from behind and just leveled their running back in play. And, of course, we've said 99 all season long. 99 is
Brentrell
Smith. And let's see what the flag is. Personal foul, face mask.
Against Choctaw.
Or illegal hands to the face, and I guess it's at the end of the run, regardless of where it happened.
That's
gonna
hurt.
But so that will bring a nice run from the Pioneers, and it will be a great gain. And they're going to spot it. It looks like
what about the 18-yard line, right in the middle of the field?
It's the 1st and 10 on the 18 on the Jacket side of the field. And last time they got a fumble, let's see what they can do to bow up here and get it done. And there's the snap, and they're just going to hand it off up the middle again. He's got room again, and he's going to be banged down at the 5-yard line.
That was
6-yard line, and it's going to be a first down.
TK on the touchdown saving tackle right there. We were extremely close to having him in the backfield there.
And there's a step again. He's going to run up the middle again, and he's going to be short. Was there a flag? Because they felt like they're going half speed, but it's going to be down at the 1-yard line, so being a second and goal at the 1. That felt like they went off rhythm, but it was a good game. They found something up the middle, the Pioneers have, and so the Jackets need to shut it down. Here's the handoff again. The ball's on the ground again. It's a fumble again, and Jackets seem to have it.
Waiting on the referee signal. Jacket football.
Jacket football.
Jacket football.
So, again, the Jackets' defense digs them out of a hole here, and Jackets will take over on their own 3. Where are they spotting it?
Yep, right on the 3-yard line.
Right on the 3-yard line, and so the Jackets will have to go to work again.
That's twice now that the Pioneers have made it inside the 10-yard line, and the Jackets they've been playing a bend but don't break style of defense. But 2 turnovers so far on the day. We've got to capitalize on that right here.
Yeah. So
really need to drive the field and make a score.
And what we do see a lot with the Jackets is their first possession. They try different things out to see what they can open up later on in the game. They come out here, looks like a tight package with 2 receivers to the left. Then they're going to shift on us, and so we're going to have that heavy blocking scheme to the left. Mayer in motion, and Titus just runs right up, and Landon, and he's just going to leap over some people for the 7-yard gain, getting some cushion to the 11-yard line.
Sending Mayer in motion was just enough to freeze the linebackers and make them take a step to the left, and then Gaddis, Landon Gatson, he just makes a great run right up the middle.
Gives him a little space, who's no longer standing in his end zone when he takes a snap. We're going to get that tight to the right, and then we're going to have Matlock in motion, and Matlock's going to get the ball behind that tight group, and he just cuts up, weaves and weaves, gets tackled by his head, got the first down.
Not sure how we're not seeing a face mask on that one, but we're way up here, so it's not our call to make. But great run by Zaylen, brings up a first down. Choctaw's on the move again.
19-yard line. And that's another first down for the Jackets, building a drive here. So far, the Jackets have not started with great field position, but we'll see what they can do here. We got an empty set and a lot of shifting going on, so we've got a heavy right side, basically a single wing formation. And Landon's going to take it behind those big old boys. He's going to bounce outside, and he's going to be tackled for a short gain of maybe 2 or 3.
We're putting – it looks like Izzy Hammonds, Titus Hawk, and DJ Green behind the line out to whatever side we're running to, and we're just going to let Landon run behind that basically brick wall and try to find a hole and work up field.
And it's so far it's working, but now we're going to shift to a different kind of formation. We got 2 receivers left, single back. We're going to hand it off to the Morgan Mayer, and Mayer finds that small little hole, and he squirts free to maybe a 6-yard gain. It looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yep, 3rd and 2 right here.
And it's
Choctaw's definitely not looking for a home run ball here.
2 of 6 left in the first.
They're not looking for a home run ball here. They're taking what the defense is giving them, and they're working the ball up the field 5 to 6 yards at a time.
Kind of tight to the right, single back, hard count. You know, Stillwater lines up. Right now they're lining up like 4 yards off the ball, so they can jump a little bit and still not be offsides. But they're going to come for him, and there he goes. Landon's going to take it. He's going to just run it behind his big old boys. He squirts free. He's still going free.
Ball's on the ground.
Stillwater, I think Stillwater gets it. It was the first down.
No, referee signal,
okay,
Choctaw ball.
Jackets get back on it. Jackets get back on it for a huge gain.
That was D. Green dove on the ball. There was 3 Pioneers around that ball, and I don't understand how D got a hold of it, but
I think
we're going to say a prayer on that one that we did.
Yeah, I think they wanted to pick it up and run with it instead of just secure the fumble, and that's. But it's
Landon had a great run before that too, though.
All right, Jackets on their own 48, and they were offsides, but they didn't call it. And there's run Matlock to the left. He's got one man to get by, and he does make a good solo tackle, but they're going to spot it.
Well, it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, at the 42, the Pioneer 42, and that's another first down for the Jackets.
Pioneers made a great open field tackle on that one because Zalen's not easy to bring down.
No, he's not. Here we go. We got a little motion from Matlock, and so we got a big backfield, and Landon's just going to throw it to Matlock. That is a lateral.
Jump on that.
That is a lateral, but they're blowing it dead.
Okay, they called that a forward pass.
And Landon took a big hit after the play, and there was no flag on that. That is something you see a lot from Stillwater is some big hits after the pass. And so we'll see if the flags stay in the pocket on the next possession. That's 2nd and 10. All right. We got that single back, 2 receivers right. Motion from right to left, and it's going to be to the Mayer. Mayer squirts free through a hole and drags a couple tacklers down to about the 36-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd.
It was a good run on 2nd down.
And about 5, right?
3rd and 4. That was a 6-yard gain right there.
That's nice. All right, and Jackets are still driving the football. This is the deepest they've been all game long on their second drive, and I like to see that. Single back, tight formation, single receiver to the right. We're pausing to make sure we get the play right. I think we're playing with 10.
We only had 10 on the field. Zalen came on to make 11.
So now we have 2 receivers to the right, and that adds up. That checks. And there's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to the Mayer. Mayer finds a big hole. Nice blocking on the outside. He has the first down.
He breaks free.
And he has the corner, and he could.
Great run.
Tackled at the 11 or 10-yard line, and he got shoestring tackled to save the touchdown. So hats off to that Pioneer. And they will spot it on the 11. And Jackets are knocking on the door.
We got 8 seconds left in the first quarter. The Jackets going to put some points on the board before we go to a break right here.
All right, motion Matlock. Mayer gets the ball, and this time they meet him in the backfield, and it's going to be a 2-3-yard loss, bringing up a 2nd and 13. And there's going to be a timeout, and
that's going to be the first quarter.
We're going to run a commercial here, and we'll be right back.
For over 82 years, F&B Community Bank has proudly supported Eastern Oklahoma County schools. From student checking and low-rate auto loans to small business banking, we're here for every stage of life. Visit us online or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC. For over 82 years, F&B Community Bank has proudly supported Eastern Oklahoma County schools. From student checking and low-rate auto loans to small business banking, we're here for every stage of life. Visit us online or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back. Audio should be back. It wasn't a timeout. It was quarter. It was a quarter. So it's now second quarter. And so you're not gonna see, but you're gonna hear us describe things differently. Edmond is now on Edmond. The Pioneers are now on the south side. The Choctaws now defending the north side, so the wind is against the Jackets now. And so we will have to adjust to that. And here we're about to go. And it's about time. As I said before, Jackets are on the they got pushed back to the 19, bringing up a second.
On the 14-yard line. We got second and 13 here.
Okay.
So they can still get a first down if they get it inside the 1. But
single back, basically a two-tight formation, and they're going to hand it off to D. Green, and he's going to hit the corner. There is going to be 2 or 3 flags. And we'll see what they're calling here. More than likely it's in the category of a hold. The ball didn't get very far. I think he maybe got 1 yard.
He got back to our line the line of scrimmage there.
But they'll definitely move the Jackets back because this would be in Gamble's potential range. And with no score so far in the first quarter at all. So holding. So they're going to accept this 10 yards back. So it should bring up a second and about 23 on the Pioneer 29-yard line. So what I said before, they're on the 29. I shouldn't have said it before.
They're on the 24.
24? Oh.
It's hard.
It's
hard to tell at this angle.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
But is it
second and forever? We're going to go with that. And they're on the 24-yard line.
24-yard line. Okay. I'll tell you what. We're going to go with a very tight formation, single back, and they're going to call that. They're going to call that with an illegal shift.
Illegal shift. We had 2 men in motion there.
So I'm not going to call the yard line now. I'll let you call the yard line. Because I keep calling the wrong yard line because apparently I know that we're going to start from the 29. So
that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yes.
So it should be the 29-yard line.
But I called it, and I'm not supposed to jinx us. So I'm not going to say the yard line. But it is going to be on that yard line I said. They're declining it? Okay. So now they're going to be
chosen to decline the illegal shift. It's going to make it third down and about 18 from the 20-yard line.
The Jags can get a first down inside the 1. All right, here's a shift. Mayer to the left. Landon back to pass. He's got an open man. It is just off the fingertips of Titus. And that's going to bring up a 4th. And, 4th and 18 on the 20.
For Stillwater, Isaac Sensentaffer got a fingertip on it and made it wobble just a little bit so that Titus couldn't bring that ball in. Otherwise, Titus might have been running into the end zone right there.
And this would be a heck of a kick. This would be and
that would be into the wind as well.
Into the wind.
This is just outside of Gamble's range.
Yeah, it'd be about 38-yarder into a stiff wind. I don't know. We don't know his potential yet, and of course it's still growing. All right, we're gonna shift. So I'm not even gonna call the formation.
We got quads to the left here.
Okay.
Izzy Hammond's solo down to the right.
No backfield, and we got a timeout.
Stillwater's going to take a timeout. That's their first of the half.
Okay, so we'll go to commercial, and then we'll be right back.
From the classroom to the road, Dave's Driving School is with you every step of the way. We provide comprehensive driver's ed to get you that insurance discount. We'll get you ready for your permit and administer the state driving test whenever you're ready. Experience individual driving lessons with flexible scheduling. Plus, we'll pick you up from your home or from school. We offer classes at our Midwest City office or at Choctaw High School. Dave's Driving School, setting the gold standard in driver's education. Go Jackets!
Okay, we're back. They're not back, but we're back. They're coming back.
Coming out of that timeout, Stillwater looked pretty confused on what Choctaw was going to offer. We had quads to the left looking like it was going to go to Mayer behind a brick wall of defenders. But then you also have to take into account you got Izzy Hammonds, who's just bigger than everybody on the field, solo down to the right, and total mismatch. So let's see what Choctaw's going to do coming out of that timeout. See what kind of magic Corbin cooked up over there.
Same formations, quads left, Izzy right, single back. He goes back. He's looking for Izzy, and little miscommunication. He throws a corner route, and Izzy pulls up short.
Izzy ran a dig and landed through the corner route, and if Izzy would have just ran the corner,
yeah,
that would have been 6 for Choctaw, but instead that's going to be.
And that was one of those timing routes, and that's okay. A little miscommunication. The Pioneers will start over on their own 20, and they've fumbled the last 2 possessions, and so you got to be thinking the Pioneer coaches like, ball control. Let's not drop the ball.
Well, coaches are always screaming it every week, all week long. Take care of the football. Take care of the football.
All right, Pioneers. They basically line up the same thing. Basically, single back. They got 3 receivers out, leaving a H-back or tight end in. They're going to hand it off. He runs to the left, and it's going to take D. Green to tackle him right at the first down mark. So that's a 10-yard gain, and it's going to move the sticks, giving the Pioneers a 1st and 10 on their own 30. And, we've seen this before. This is what we expect. Same formation. And there's the snap. It's going to be handoff to their little up back. And he had some room. And he's going to get about a 13-yard gain.
They just keep running it right outside of the left tackle.
Yeah, they're limiting the home run ball, but that gives the running back a little bit more room to run. Same formation, and we're going to blitz off the edge, and we're going to smother the run. They get up to the line of scrimmage for
that was Jace Watson plugged up the hole on that one. Stillwater had absolutely nowhere to go.
And Rocco had a little conversation on the ground with the quarterback. It's assignment football a little bit, so he played if the quarterback kept it, because it's hard to see who gets the ball. So no penalties on the play. Here we go. Same formation. This time the H-back is to the right. And there's the clap, and I think I saw a little bit of movement.
We got a false start against Stillwater.
All right. So
back them up 5 yards.
Yep, bring up 2nd and 15, and that'll move Stillwater back to their own 39-yard line. Let me make sure it is actually the 39. It is. 10-12 left in the quarter, in the half. We'll make sure to do a better job on that.
You got 2nd and 15 right here. Choctaw needs a huge stop. Quarterback keeps it.
And a pass over the middle, and it's going to be short of the first down, so it's a good, nice gainer, so like a 13-yard gain, bringing up a 3rd and 2. And you imagine here we're going to put in they're putting in a slightly new package here. This is a direct snap kind of package, it looks like to me. Let's see what they line up with.
Yeah, they're in a wildcat formation right here.
All right.
Running back David Thompson.
And we're sending everybody. He's running left and
nowhere
left
to go.
Wow. Smothered by every single jacket on the field, it looks like. Izzy, Rocco, the entire line
Jace
was
there. Izzy was there. Rocco was there. TK was there.
Yeah, Watson was there. Yeah. You said Jace already. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 5 from the 50. And they're going for it. No, they're punting.
They're in punt formation.
We've got
nobody back.
We're thinking funny business. Yeah. And he's gonna punt it. It's a good high spiral with the wind.
That's going to bounce into the end zone, though.
And that's going to be a touchback. Good call for the Jackets. Jackets will take over on their 20. And so far, it's been a defensive struggle. No points on the board. The Stillwater improves this time by actually getting a punt off and not fumbling. And so Jackets will have another opportunity, but starting deep inside their territory. And so they'll start over on their 20 going into the wind. Both teams struggling inside the 20, inside the red zone. I think both teams are kind of allowing a little more to happen between the 20s with a bend but not break kind of mentality.
Yeah, we got 8:45 left in this game, and it's still scoreless.
In the half.
In the half. I did say
Don't panic anybody. 0-0.
We got 0-0 still in the first half here. 8:45 to go. Choctaw football looking to get the ball moving down the field. We've got to put some points on
There's
the
snap,
board.
handoff to Morgan, and
he's going to lose a
gonna
yard
lose
on
a
that
yard.
one.
He's going to lose a yard. These defensive lines, man, on both these teams are just rough.
Well, that ghost front for Stillwater makes it really hard for the O-line to pick up their assignment.
Yeah, and they got
because you never know where it's coming from.
All right, empty backfield, just a quick little hitch screen, and he's going to get a couple, and maybe just two, so bring up a 3rd and 8. I think he got up to the 22, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Matlock made a good move just to pick up those 2 yards right there.
There was some monster blocking on that edge. Monster. Let's see what we line up. They don't want to show their formation too early. It makes it hard for me, but hard for Stillwater too. Trips to the right, single back, and they're going to shift. We're going to shift to a
Make sure everybody
quad,
gets set here.
A quad to the left. Empty backfield. Landon takes a snap. He goes back. Just a little screen pass to Titus. Titus has some room, and he's still going. And he goes all the way up to the 40-yard line for another Jacket first down. And that's probably close to the biggest gain of the night, I would think.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. We've got to get Titus more involved, and those simple little screens like that are going to be huge if Choctaw start to take advantage of them. Hit Titus over the middle, let those long legs do
Motion right,
work.
and a handoff to to Matlock. Matlock hits the edge, cuts back, and he's going to get taken down about the 50, and that's going to be a 9-yard gain, bringing up a 2nd and 1.
Choctaw's playing with a little tempo here.
7:08 left in the half. It's hard to see that clock a little bit. And we're doing archival footage, like I might have said earlier. And so we're not running the clock very good on the scoreboard.
Matlock in motion here.
There we go. Little screen pass to Matlock. Matlock has the first, and he looks for a better situation, and it doesn't happen. He falls forward for 2. But gets the first down. We're in Pioneer territory on the Pioneer 6 or 7 yard line. And
right there on the 47-yard line.
All right.
Zaylen picked up a great block from Jacob Schomer on that play out there on the far edge. Allowed him to pick up that first down.
All right.
We've got Izzy Titus and D. Green, Brody Clifton, and Mayer out there right now. Mayer back behind Landon.
All right, here comes motion, and it's going to be a Mayer up the middle run. He had a nice haul. He's got room, and he drags a guy. He's going to get 8 yards, and so that'd be a nice 8-yard run. It's going to bring up a 2nd and
he gets to the 39 on that. Great carry.
A lot of misdirection on that play. It took me a second to figure out who had the ball. There we go. Green in motion. Green gets the run. He's running left. He finds a hole behind Izzy. Izzy gets him the first down. Downfield block. Good behind tackle. He gets all the way up to the 25-yard line.
Gets tripped up at the 26-yard line, yeah.
And that's going to be another Jacket first down. And they're looking sharp. They're moving in personnel. Let the athletes get the ball and see what they can do with it. Great downfield blocking. All right, empty backfield, tight right. And Landon's just going to run behind his big guys. And there's
what penetration.
He breaks a bunch of tackles. He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to skip outside for a nice little – did he get it? I think he got to the sticks. I think he got a first down. I think he got to the
first down, Yellow Jackets.
1st and 10, and they got all the way down to the 16.
I'm not sure how Landon popped out of that hole. He hurdling defenders and making magic happen.
Single back tight formation, and we're going to hand off to the Mayer. Mayer hits the hole hard, gets through the hole.
Keeps driving those legs. Keep driving. Gets to the 10-yard line.
So that's going to be 1st and not 1st, 2nd, and about
2nd 4. 2nd 4 right here.
All right.
First down markers at the 6-yard line.
5:23. So far, everybody comes up empty-handed. Let's see if the Jackets can end that drought. Matlock in motion to the left. Landon gets it, hands off to Morgan. Morgan behind the big blockers, and this time they get him down.
He gets just back to the line of scrimmage there.
So it's going to be a
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 here.
Okay, and yeah, it's this Pioneer defense.
I think we're going to see a play action to Mayer and a quick to Zalen in that motion because it's been open there on the left.
It's going to be empty tight, 3 to the left, 2 to the right, I think. No, I'm wrong. No, I'm not. It's an interesting formation. I'll say that. But it's tight. And we got Matlock in motion to the left. He's going to run behind his blockers. He's going to hit the edge.
He's going to hit a hole.
Edge, and he's get tackled.
He came up just a yard short.
Oh,
1 yard short. First down on the one.
Oh.
First down on the one right here.
Oh, he wanted that. But you had Izzy out there blocking. You had
D. Green leading the way as well there.
Okay, here we go. This is when the
Yellow Jacket football on the 1 yard line.
We're going to go empty tight, and Landon's going to take it, and he's touchdown.
Yellow Jackets, let's go.
And the Yellow Jackets on the board
first. Flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
Flag's flying after the play is over.
Yeah, I didn't see it before they called the touchdown, but let's see what they call here. Can't put up points.
Refs are huddled together here.
Having a conversation.
Well, the kicking team's coming out on the field. Dylan Gamble's lining up like he's going to take this kick from our normal position, so this may be being enforced on the kickoff.
Yeah, let's see what they call. He's running really far up here. Oh, he's going to talk to the coach.
Yeah, he's got to talk to the other coach now.
He's going to meet with the other coach, and decide what to do here. Because I think it's after the touchdown.
Yeah, I think we're going to have unsportsmanlike. I'm just not sure on who.
And so we'll see what they do here. Now,
see if we're going to get a signal on this or not.
We don't know Gamble's range fully. I know the coaches do, and they're going to move him back. And the kicking squad is still out there. So let's see what the call is. But, yeah, this is going to be a heck of a kick.
Well, this is going to be about a 35-yard extra point right here.
Okay, so the touchdown does count. There's a snap, and something happened wrong. So Clifton's going to have to – something happened there. The timing was off. There was no kick, and so the extra point is no good. I never saw
lots
the call.
Lots of confusion because Dylan Gamble just stopped. They snapped the ball. Brody Clifton put it down. Dylan Gamble took a step and then stopped like a whistle had been blown or something. I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm not sure, but either way, it's going to be 6 points for the Jackets. Yep, that's what the scoreboard says. Let's see if we can sneak in a commercial. I don't know if we can sneak in a commercial. I don't think so. Let's just do a live read here. I think we already did EOC Tech, but did we do SWM?
No, we have not. SWM and Sons.
I mean, they are building all kinds of places, and my favorite thing about the company is they're here to stay. They have sponsored just about every single club and organization here on this campus. You see their name all over scoreboards, all over the brickwork at the softball field. They've just been a great friend to the Choctaw community, and they're building
a great family, great people, staple in our community. You can't drive anywhere without seeing a house built by SWM.
They're building the community by building houses, but also building the community by just supporting all these great organizations, making it a better place to live here in Choctaw. So we appreciate SWM and Sons. All right, we're lined up for the kick, just our standard kick. The ball just blew off the tee. Again, there is a stiff wind going from south to north, and the Jackets are kicking into the wind.
We're going to have somebody come hold the ball for Dylan Gamble here.
Yep. So
Choctaw's got a lead 6-0 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the half. It's been a very defensive battle, but Choctaw went on a long, methodical drive there on offense, capped off by a...
And there's the kick. It's low to stay under the wind, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 20. And, the great thing about kicking it out of bounds at the 20, there's no return. And so there is a flag on the play for illegal kick out of bounds. They'll bring the ball to the 35, and the Pioneers will take over. And that Jacket defense will come right back out. They already have 2 takeaways on the day and a forced punt. So let's see what they can do. That's got to build their spirit. No score in the first quarter. 4:18 left in the second quarter. You got to be feeling pretty good, but it's anybody's ball game here. I felt that the Jackets really got off the bus well. I think playing at this neutral site has really helped them. Starting pretty strong in the fourth quarter. Special teams, they're hitting on all marks. We did have whatever the snafu was with the extra point, and it was a long extra point.
Hey, that might have just been outside of Gamble's range, inside of with this wind blowing directly in his face. That's a tough ask of any kicker.
And maybe they were going to try to. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. It didn't work. Whatever they were doing, so no point there. But that's why we got 6 on the board. But hey, I like. We
are going to re-kick here.
We are going to re-kick, which is interesting. So he's going to kick that up. It's going to hang in the air at the 40, and they're going to.
I never saw a fair catch signal, but they're going to say he signaled for a fair catch, and that's
going to be 15 halo infraction. Or no, that's going to be 15 yards, I think. They're going to talk about it. I didn't see it either, and everybody at home didn't see it. Guarantee that.
That's true.
So I bet you they're with us. So let's see what they call. I'm staring them down. Personal foul. Yeah.
There's going to be kick-catch interference on that is what they're going to call. It was a personal foul and a 15-yard penalty against Choctaw.
So the Pioneers will start over on the Choctaw 45-yard line. That's not the way Choctaw wanted it to go. But here, it doesn't matter. That ball is just rolling. It just rolled
the wind's just
a yard off the ground. And so now they're going to have to reset it. And that's going to be 4:18 right now. .418 left in the half. Same formation, tight end right, and they're just going to hand it off up the middle. And the Jackets read that one well, and they're going to meet them with just a short 1-yard gain. And there we go. No, I don't.
Yeah, they gave him 1 yard on that.
They gave him 1 yard. Okay.
They gave him 1 yard on that.
Sticks were a little slow for me. Okay, we got that single back, tight end right, and they're just going to hand it off. And again, Rocco's going to meet him, and he's going to get some yards. This guy runs hard.
He runs hard north and south. They're going to give him about 4 yards on that one. We got 3rd and 5 right here.
3rd and 5, running that clock at 3:40.
Stillwater only has 2 timeouts left in the half from that one they took earlier.
Twins left, single back. No, they're going to go to trips left, and they got that tight end right.
Looks like they're going to make their tight end come off the field here.
They might have been playing with 12. We're going to find out. They hadn't started the play clock, so there's no rush. And they've stopped the clock at 3:31. There might have been a
their tight end had blood dripping down his arm, so they made him come off the field and get that covered up. So
started the clock here, and here's the snap. They're going to hand it off right up the middle, and he's going to get
gets about 2 yards there.
So I'll bring up 4th and about 3. And on the Jackets, looks like that's the 38-yard line.
We got 4th and 3. Huge stop for the Jackets, or huge opportunity for the Jackets to make a big stop right here.
3:06 on the clock. All right, same formation.
And the Jackets jump offsides. So it's going to be 5 free yards and a first down for Stillwater.
Yep, offsides. And they did a little hard count. I think the line was involved in it a little bit. But either way, Jackets got caught. That's going to happen. That's when you're really eager to be on time. All right, so that's the first down inside the 35. And there's a snap. They're going to just hand it off up the middle, and he's caught. And he tries to bounce out.
That was Jeremiah Miles tripping him up right there.
Yep,
huge tackle for loss.
And
we only lost 1 yard, but big play to move him behind the sticks on first down there.
Rocco was there to seal the deal. But, yeah, great solo tackle. Under 2:30 to go. All right, they're getting their play. They're in no hurry. I don't think they want the Jackets to have any opportunities whatsoever.
I do know they have a kicker that has a leg on them. They may be willing to settle for 3
They
to
do
end
have
the
the
half.
wind. They do have the wind. Timeout.
Stillwater's going to take a timeout here with 2:14 left.
So we are going to play a commercial here, and so we will be right back.
Chaos Customs. We are taking trucks from ordinary to extraordinary in the greater Choctaw, Oklahoma City area. We specialize in durable, high-quality accessories that not only boost your truck's performance, but also give it a sleek, rugged look. From spray and bed liners and lift kits to wheels, tires, and hitches, we got the full lineup to customize your ride. Our expert team backs every install with precision, passion, and unmatched customer service. Whether you're a seasoned truck enthusiast or just starting out, we've got what it takes to bring your vision to life.
From the classroom to the road, Dave's Driving School is with you every step of the way. We provide comprehensive driver's ed to get you that insurance discount. We'll get you ready for your permit and administer the state driving test.
All right, we're back. We will play that commercial in its entirety, but here we go. Stillwater, snap it. He's good, looking to throw across the way. Dijon Green knocks it down, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 from the Jackets 34. But Dijon Green didn't make that play. That was a touchdown. It was just kind of a crossing route. They line up 3 to the left. And it was right over the middle of the field, so that's going to bring up 3. And that does stop the clock at 2:10.
Well, they're having to stop the clock as well because the ball's rolling away.
Yeah.
This wind is brutal down on the field.
It is brutal. We'll try to, since we're getting down to it, we'll try to run this clock a little bit, right? Okay, here we go. There's the snap. And he's going to hand it off, and he's going to try to bounce out right, and he gets tackled and pushed back. 4:30 and 0 out there. No, sorry, 4:30 and 8 out there.
TK with the huge stop on the end right there stood him up, coming out of the safety spot.
All right, looks like we got 48. 1:48 left in the half. This is a 4th down, and they are not kicking. They're going for it, and
Watch
trips
the hard
left.
count. Watch the hard count.
Yeah, they tried to clap. They tried to do the clap.
Choctaw still has 3 timeouts. I wonder if Coach Corbin's going to think about taking one.
We'll see.
We're down to 1:26 when the
and
ball
there's
snapped.
the snap back to pass. Good coverage downfield. The quarterback's going to have to tuck and run, and we're going to sack him. And they're going to stop the clock. That's a big, huge sack. Was that number 91 with the sack?
That was Jace Watson with a huge sack right there. Turnover on downs. Giving Choctaw the ball back with 1:18 left in the half. Let's see, can we drive the field and put some more points up on the board before half?
Well, here's where you can kind of open up. We are against the wind, so some of those deep passes, especially those deep arcing passes, are going to be rough. But this might be the time. You know, I know we don't use ninja, but this might be the time to call a ninja or call a flea flicker or call something.
Let's see, is Coach Corbin going to dig into his bag of tricks right here?
Or he might just play it straight. We got the quads left.
You got a 40-mile-an-hour wind blowing right into their face.
Mayer in the backfield. And here's the snap. Atlanta's just going to run behind Mayer, and he's going to bulldoze forward. And he gets up to the 50, so that's going to bring a second in about 3.
We're playing with tempo. We're playing with tempo right here.
And they do have the clock started. It's about 3 seconds ahead of ours. All right, here we go. He's looking up now as there's a timeout with 56 seconds left.
Choctaw takes their first timeout of the half. We still got 2 left here. 56.8 seconds left on the clock. Right. Ball's on the 48-yard line here. So hopefully we're going to get into a little yellow jacket magic right here.
All right, let's go ahead and run our next commercial. And here we go. Tyler Pest Solutions, the gold standard in eastern Oklahoma County in pest control. Spiders, ants, fleas, scorpions, mice, rats, general pest control, termite control. We do it all. Independently owned and operated right here in Choctaw. As a leader of eastern Oklahoma County pest control, you can count on Tyler Pest Solutions to use the safest, eco, and pet-friendly products available. The only bug you can't beat is a Choctaw yellow jacket. We're back. There's the snap, and Mayer
Hand
has
off
the
to
ball.
Mayer.
He goes out left. He hits the edge. He gets the first down and then some. He stays in bounds.
Clock stops on the first down while the chains are getting set. Yellow Jackets are moving quick, trying to save those timeouts.
And it's
You got trips right.
45 seconds. There's the snap. The Mayor gets it. No, he throws it. It's backwards. It's backwards. Get on it. Get on it. And Stillwater recovers the ball, and it's going to stop the clock at 37 seconds. So that, hopefully won't be too costly, but that's the first Jacket turnover. And Stillwater's going to have to air this out with the win at their back. That is an opportunity.
Yeah, that may have been a costly turnover right there at the end of the half.
But it is what it is. The wind carried that thing.
Well, that pass was intended for Brody Clifton, and we could see it from right here. That ball moved 3 yards from the time it left Gadsden's hand. It moved 3 yards downfield away from the receiver. This wind is brutal.
Brutal. All right, single back, trips right. Back to pass because there's not much time. He throws it. He gets a receiver. And
ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground
again. But Stillwater, I think, jumps on it. We're
signaling. That's Yellow Jacket football.
Wow.
Yellow Jacket football. Rocco with great pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback throws it up. Receiver makes a good catch but doesn't get it tucked away, takes 2 steps, and then D. Green just knocks that ball out. Now we have Yellow Jacket football with 29 seconds.
I have no clue how we even got that ball. The Stillwater should have got that recovery, but they didn't. So Jacket football, that just took some time off the clock is really all that did. First down for the Jackets at the 46. And we got a single back, twins to the right. Motion Gaddis. And they're going to hand it off to the Morgan, and he's going to run, and he's going to get a little gainer.
We're going to have timeout Choctaw. Mayer right there needs to recognize the situation, though, and instead of trying to cut that back up field for maybe an extra 2 yards, bounce that outside and get out of bounds to stop the clock and save a timeout there because now we only have 1 left. With the ball on the 48-yard line with 22 seconds, that's a long way to go and not much time.
Yeah, it's probably passing. Let me run this commercial, and we'll get back.
From the classroom to the road, Dave's Driving School is with you every step of the way. We provide comprehensive driver's ed to get you that insurance discount. We'll get you ready for your permit and administer the state driving test whenever you're ready. Experience individual driving lessons with flexible scheduling. Plus, we'll pick you up from your home or from school. We offer classes at our Midwest City office or at Choctaw High School. Dave's Driving School, setting the gold standard in driver's education. Go Jackets!
Okay, we're back. 4 turnovers on the night, or 4 fumbles, 3 turnovers, 4 turnovers.
3 turnovers for Stillwater, 1 for Choctaw. The ball's really hard to hold on to today, but when it's this cold, it can be.
Oh, I think he went a little bit over the line, and so there's flags. And so
are they going to say that we flinched?
I don't know. We'll see what they say. Everybody's pointing, and of course, everybody points the other way.
Choctaw's pointing against Stillwater. Stillwater's pointing against Choctaw. It's going to be false start against Choctaw.
Okay, they got movement, so that's going to bring up, with 22 seconds, a few yards probably won't matter. But that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 in the Stillwater 47-yard line. All right, we got the play in.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Titus in the tight end on the left side.
All right.
Mayer in the backfield with Landon. Man in motion.
Motion Gaddis. They're going to hand it off to the Mayer, and he's being patient. He's trying to find that hole. They should get the first down. They should stop it.
No, they got him 1 yard short.
They do stop it with 14. And they're rolling the clock.
Running.
So
Clock's
10
still
seconds.
running.
8. 5. This is it. There we go.
This
Matlock to the edge. He hits the edge. Great blocking. And he's still going.
Oh, great effort. Great effort by Zalen.
26, 25-yard line, but that is going to end the half. And let me tell you, it's been a fumble fest. We've had 3 turnovers, 3 fumbles for the Stillwater. We've got them all. The Jackets, have two fumbles.
We've put the ball on the ground twice. We got one back because Landon fell on it, and we've lost one.
So it's a tough ball to get a hold of. But, what we're going to do is we're going to run some commercials. And, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with an exciting second half of football. Now we're back. We are back for sure. We're under 3 minutes here. And we're about to start the third. And we were talking a little off camera, off screen here, that you basically, if you're the Jackets, you gotta treat this like it's a 0-0 game. Stillwater's with one touchdown left. If they get one touchdown, they're tied. One extra point, they're ahead. And so you got to go into the mentality that it's tied. And so you gotta win the third quarter. We got to win the third quarter. We are expecting, of course, the Jackets are going to receive the opening kickoff. We are expecting them to get the win in the third, but in the fourth quarter, the wind's going to be against us. I'm sure the Pioneers want to get the wind in the fourth quarter. And, of course, man, the crazy thing about modern football is all the film study, all the iPad stuff that they can do in between while the game's going on. They can make so many stinking adjustments during halftime with all this technology.
Guaranteed Stillwater's going to have made adjustments at halftime. Choctaw's going to have made adjustments at halftime. We've got 24 minutes to figure out who's going to the state championship game. Choctaw's got a 6-0 lead. But like you said, they need to treat this like a 0-0 game. Choctaw needs to have a sense of urgency about themselves here. We need to come out and take this opening drive of the second half and make a statement.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that. And I feel like field position is kind of a key to the second half. Both teams have really bowed up and tightened up, and their defense has really done well inside the 20s. And so I feel like field position, as long as the defense can and the offense can help make the Pioneers drive the full length of the field, I think that's going to give us more opportunities. And so right here with this special teams opportunity, they're going to give us – we are seeing it. They give us the wind, so we're going to be on the south side going with the wind in the third quarter. But I think we really need to do something here with this kick return. And this is our first kick return, correct, of the game?
This will be our first kick return. The wind's definitely going to hold this kick up. You've got Zaylen and Mayer back deep. And then you've got, looks like Titus, Rocco, and Izzy kind of playing that up back, ready for the short stuff. Stillwater's definitely overloaded to one side. Choctaw needs to be aware of an onside possibility here as well.
Yep. And there's the ball blown over in the wind.
Ball blew over right at the last second.
It looked like he was kicking an onside.
It did. It looked like.
And so let's see if Coach saw what we saw. But it kind of looks like in the back, it kind of looks like the 5 on a regular 6-sided die, where they're kind of making that kind of shape where they're all just kind of in a blob playing zone to catch the ball. But I think they're ready for this onside this time. And there's the kick. It's just going to hold up in the wind, and it's going to drift out of bounds. We touched it, but we're going to get the ball at the 32-yard line.
The wind definitely made that kick swirl around up in the air. That was going to be really hard to field. Fortunately, it just bounces out of bounds for Choctaw. And we're going to take over right at the, looks like the 28-yard line to start this drive.
28. I thought it was a little bit further than that.
Oh, I apologize. The 33.
33, yeah. Okay.
33.
It's tough to see all the way across the field where they were spotting it. But, 33. And the Jackets coming to work. And I always call this the most important drive of the game for both teams. Each of them are going to have an offensive drive here. Let's see if the offense can adjust to, get a score here. All right, we got an empty set, and then we're going to do this shifting again. Heavy right, almost a single wing. Motion Morgan. And the Mayor will get it running right. He hits the hole, and he'll hit it hard, get a tackle. And he's going to get about 4.
Yeah, about 4 yards there. Hit the hole hard, just got tripped up.
I'll take 4 every time, though. If he can get me 4 every time, we win. All right, here we go. Empty set here. Motion. Dejan. Landon keeps it. Kind of a quarterback counter, and he's going to lose a couple. Lose 1.
Yeah, lost 1 yard there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
All right. And definitely there's been some adjustments defensively, I can see, or they're doing a little bit different. We're going to have quads right, empty. Gatson back. He takes a snap, good clean snap. He's looking, and he's going to have to roll out. He throws to Matlock, wide open. There is a flag. Matlock is going to dance. He's still dancing. He's
breaking tackles. I think that's 6 broken tackles by Zalen.
And he's going to be dragged down. And we do see a flag. He's going to be dragged down on the Pioneer 31. And let's see what the flag is. It was behind the play.
Yeah, flag was in the backfield, round about the area of holding.
Landon had almost too much time. They're clapping. I'm hoping it's a personal foul roughing the passer. They're marching the sticks. This is going to hold, and the penalty is okay.
Well, Zalen went down at the 31-yard line, and they're walking off 15 yards from there.
I think it was a late hit on the quarterback. We were watching downfield and not.
I didn't see the signal by the referee just now either. But regardless, that's going to be Yellow Jacket football on the 16-yard line with a first down.
So that's a big,
huge play.
Definitely come back and watch that play when I get to release it. That was some great running by Matlock. Very patient.
There were 6 guys around Zalen that had him caged up, and he made every one of them miss.
It almost looked like flag football where they couldn't get his flag. But there weren't any hits. He just kept dancing. Okay. We're trying to – I think we got tangled. So the sticks are tangled. I'm calling sticks tangled. There we go. We got it untangled. Let's get them stretched out. Or get it stretched out. There we go. Sticks are set. And let's see. The ball is spotted on the
we got a pretty
16.
heavy backfield here.
Yes, we do. 1 receiver out wide. And there we go. Landon's going to take it up the middle. A lot of almost looked like a trap.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to run a trap with Izzy coming out of that kind of flanker back position right there behind the right tackle, moving to his left. But it looks like the timing was a little off on that because Landon – it took Landon a second to get going north and south there.
Get a hard one. I don't think that play developed. So empty set. Mayer in motion. He's going to run right. He hits that hole.
Oh, there was a hole there, but number 5 for Stillwater made a great tackle. If he doesn't get a hand on him, I think Mayer takes that to the house.
So it looks like he got about 2-3 more, and so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 from – where is that ball? From the 12? There's a conversation.
Yeah, Coach Corbin's asking questions. They're going to spot the ball at the – looks like about the 13-yard line. That's not a very good spot for us right there. Looked like he had fallen a lot further than that, but –
and we're going to be 2 seconds, 1 second.
They're going to reset the play clock here.
Okay, reset the play. I was like, they're still talking, so all right. Here we go. Let's get set up here. Let's get that play in. We're looking. This is going to be a special play if they can pull it off. I have a feeling it's going to be 2 receivers right and a heavy bunch to the left. There's motion. So everybody's to the left. Landon's going to take it behind the big guys. He's going to dance. He's going to bounce out right. And there's a flag, but Landon's going to get close to the first down. They're going to spot him at about the 7, and he needed to get to this 6.
A lot of extracurricular activity happening down there at the bottom of that pile right now. Well, you can tell these 2 teams don't like each other.
I thought about just playing we played this team so many times in the playoffs. I could do a rerun, and it's going to be the same kind of scrappy, tough toe-to-toe battle. It was against the Jackets, and they are going to –
they're going to get Choctaw on a hold here.
Yeah, so they're going to mark it off. I don't think they want to give it even a 4th down and 1. to the Jackets. It gives us 2 more plays. So I don't know. I don't know what you do there, but they're going to spot it. Where are they going to spot it?
Looks like they got the ball on the 18 or the 23-yard line here.
23-yard line. So that'll be third and about
16 here.
Okay. So we got quads right, empty backfield. Gatson takes it. Little screen pass to Dijon Green, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds for a short gain, and it's going to bring up a 4th.
Keep the clock running here.
In about, let's call it 12, 4th and 12.
Nope, clock stopped. I apologize. We got 9:20 left here in the third.
Yep, still a 6-0 lead for the Jackets. And, it's on the, the 18th?
This could be.
Gamble's going to kick it with the wind. This is going to be a 35-yarder?
Yeah, this will be a 35-yard attempt, but all he's got to do is get the ball up in the air and let the wind do the work here.
All right. Probably his longest for the year. And so here we go. The kick is down. Kick is up. It's low, but it is to the.
It is good.
Wow.
Dylan Gamble with a 35-yard field goal. And that's going to put the Jackets up 9-0 over Stillwater. Great snap, great hold, great kick.
And so the math of this is great.
Makes it a 2-score game.
There's a conversation. So we're staying right here. The ball was very, very far to the left of the uprights, or at least from my angle. And we're probably still talking about a previous play. So I don't know. We stayed here instead of going to commercial because I wanted to announce what was going on.
Coach Corbin is definitely giving the referees a business right now.
Yeah.
He is upset about something.
But the most important thing, 9-0 is a 2-score lead, and that's not enough cushion with 8:58 left in the third quarter. But that is at least Stillwater needs to get the ball, score and get the ball and score again. And so that allows Jackets to play a little bit different style of offense and defense. And the clock is definitely something to keep an eye on. And we will let you know all about that. So we're going to kick the ball. Traditional
Gamble's got the ball on the tee. Let's see. Does he go deep or is it going to be a pooch kick here? He gets it up in the air.
He's going to go deep, and Stillwater's going to get it on the 2-yard line, and they're going to run forward, and we touch them, and we're going to get them down. There we go, about the
23-yard line. Good deep kick by Gamble, showing off the leg strength, getting the ball up in the wind, letting it do its work.
And, field position might be the deal. So, starting on the 23, the Stillwater's got to do a lot of work. And, again, they've been mainly doing running back runs, a couple quarterback keepers. A lot of inside runs have been very effective for Stillwater.
We definitely haven't seen this quarterback take a shot down the field.
Yeah, the coverage is too good because I think we're trying to stop the home run. All right, we got a single receiver to either side, single back, and they're going to hand off to the running back. And he's going to try to bounce his way out. No good. We got 99 and 4.
Got Brentrell Smith and TK Knighton there on this stop.
And they're going to give him a yard. They were asking about this defense. What's better, the line or the defensive backs or the linebackers? And I think this is just a complete defense. They just really supplement each other so well, and they can run a million different kinds of plays that really give offense some trouble.
And they fly to the football.
Right. And they're going to pull it up, look to pass, great coverage, and the quarterback's going to have to keep it, and he gets smothered.
That's Jace Watson on the sack.
And that's what I just talked about. He looked, and he had those 2 single receivers, and one was double covered, and one was
They were absolutely smothered.
Totally smothered, and that's what your defensive line loves. Yeah, don't let them open so I can get a taste of this quarterback and introduce him to the ground.
We got 3rd and 12 here. We got 3 receivers spread out to the right with a tight end on the left, single back in the backfield next to the quarterback here. Let's see what they're going to do.
Here's the snap. He's looking to pass. There is a flag, and almost picked off, and it's incomplete.
No catch.
Dejon Green,
flag on the flag and no catch. It looked like that receiver left early, but they would have blown the play dead if he did.
It could have been a legal formation. We could also had someone lined up in the neutral zone. Like, it could be a lot of things. Let's see what it is. They're declining it.
Choctaw's going to decline it.
So illegal formation declined, and so that's going to bring up a third and 12?
Third? No, that'll bring up fourth and 12.
Fourth and 12. Yeah, we're going to decline
fourth
that.
And 12.
And so they're going to send out their punter, and they're going to have to kick it into the wind.
Choctaw needs to keep an eye out for any kind of trickery right here, because that wind.
They're not sending anybody back. I think they're just going to let the wind do the business. This punter can punt. He has an excellent range, but who wants to kick in this wind?
Into this wind, it doesn't matter who you are.
There's a punt. It is very, very high. It's going to be negative yard punt. Get away. It's going to take a Stillwater bounce for positive yardage, and it's going to go down as a 10-yard, 11-yard punt, and the Jackets will start over with the ball on Pioneer 36-yard line, and let's go.
That punt, he had all day to get rid of it. Choctaw really didn't send a lot of people after it. He had a good kick into it. And like we're saying, with this wind, as soon as it left his foot, you saw the ball go forward and bend straight up and go absolutely nowhere. Stillwater got lucky that it took a bounce in their direction. Otherwise, this could have been Choctaw ball at the 10 with the way this wind is.
Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. Jackets lining up, feeling comfy. Feeling like they got good field position. Let's see what they can do. We got Titus redirection, heavy right, one back, Matlock in motion. Matlock's going to get the handoff, run right behind the Mayor. Mayor blocks in front of him, and they're going to drag him down about an 8-yard gain. We'll see where they spot it. And what an 8-yard gain. And speaking of gains, if you want to do something with your money, if you need a loan to build on your house, FNB, they have all kinds of options. That's your community bank right here in Choctaw. You got a big First National Bank, but it's community bank right here in Choctaw, and they offer a lot of different options for loans, checking accounts. If you need a local bank, check out FNB Bank. And we're getting the play in. We got about 10 seconds, 17 left.
We got that heavy set to the left again. Titus on the line. You got DJ.
Motion
you got
Green.
D Green.
Landon just runs forward behind D Green. He bounces outside. He has
loose.
room. He's
got the sideline. Touchdown.
Yellow
Touchdown.
Jackets. Landon gets in, and no flags.
No
yellow. No laundry. And touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That is huge. 15-0 right here in the semifinal game in the frozen tundra of North Edmond.
Gatson with the quarterback keeper. He looked to go up the middle. There was nothing there, and he just bounced it out to the right. And our receivers did a fantastic job of sticking with their blocks, driving their man inside, and opening up the sideline for Landon to take it in. And he walked a tightrope going down all the way in for a touchdown. Great play.
All right. They put the numbers in their calculator, and we were going for 2. And here we go. Landon behind that heavy set. He does a little throw. And it is going to be incomplete. And it's incomplete, and that's okay because that's what the formula says.
2-point conversion there would have made this a 3-score game, but even as it stands at 15-0,
that's a
great cushion that we need to have. And I know Choctaw's going to look to come out here on defense and make a statement. A big stand on defense sends Stillwater into panic mode here.
Yeah. Speaking of panic mode, Chaos Customs, if you're go out to your driveway and you just see a boring truck that looks like everybody else's truck in Choctaw, and you're like, I can't be this.
Different.
I want to do something different. I need something. Chaos Customs. They, spraying bed liners. They got rims. They got wheels.
Custom paint jobs.
And they can do all kinds of stuff for your vehicle. And they can help you like an artist. They can help you imagine what you want, and then they can make it happen.
You can go to them with the vision, and they can make it a reality.
So, Chaos Customs. All right. The ball just blew over. And so it's really windy. So Jackets lined up standard kick. And still with the wind here, 7:10 left. Jackets would like to get it back again in the third quarter and score again. It's easier to score with the wind than against the wind if you don't know how it works. But so far we've been doing it with our feet big time. And it blew off the tee again. So number 16, Grayson Ridge is going to go help out, Gamble.
Yeah, Grayson's going to have to keep a finger on that ball just to keep it from tipping over. And the reason we don't like that is because that takes away one of your defenders running down the field.
Yep, and the pros, I think you get an extra player. I want to say that you do. Pros, that's the only time you can have a 12-man on the field. And here's the kick.
He puts a boot into it, drives it deep again.
Catches it on the 5, and there's some running room. And he gets past the first wall, but we're going to get him from behind. There is a flag, and the ball goes down around the 36, but there's a flag. And judging from the ref's arm, that's in the realm of holding. So we'll see what they call here. It could have been a block out of bounds, too.
Block in the back, possibly.
Let's see where they're spotting it.
Blocking the back against Stillwater.
Okay. They're spotted on the 35, so it's going to go back to the 25 again. The Jackets pinning Stillwater deep into their inside of the field, and so that will. No, where they keep walking different directions here. I know. Okay, there we go. Start to walking. Got to go somewhere. There we go. All right, he's walking that. Is that a 10 or?
Yeah, that'll be a 10-yard penalty. That's going to put the ball on the 24-yard line.
So with 7:03 left in the third quarter, the Pioneers need to get a little bit of this back trips right, single back. And there's a snap. They're going to hand. No, he pulls back to throw it, and he's going to have to keep it on the ground himself. And he's going to get a short 2-yard gainer, but he's going to pay for it. It's 3 Jackets all over him.
Jeremiah Miles was the first one to meet him and hold him up. That's a great coverage by the secondary on that. Absolutely no one open. Quarterback had to pull it down. He's definitely feeling the pressure right now. He has been hit time and time again. He's got happy feet. He's looking to get out of there as quick as he can. And then Jeremiah Miles bringing him down after a 3-yard gain.
All right, here we go. He's going to just hand it up the middle, and good patient run, and he's going to get something out of nothing, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3.
Looks like that was Rocco with the tackle on that.
Just a run up the middle. So this could be a big stop, big 3rd down for the Pioneers right here. Honestly, punting doesn't serve any purpose right now. So I believe it's 2-down territory, down 15. They had a 10-yard punt last time, and it was only a 10-yard punt because it bounced. After it hit the ground, it rolled 10 yards.
Yeah, Choctaw's looking for a negative play right here.
All right. So single back. They got that H back. There's a little motion. First time I've seen some motion. And he's going to pull up and throw that little hitch screen. We couldn't get him there, but we do get him there. And it's a short gain. It's going to be short 1 yard. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 1 on the Pioneer. It looks like the Pioneer 33.
We almost had a hand on that for a blocked pass. And then he had to make 2 guys miss just to be able to gain those 2 yards. 4th and 1, huge play right here for the Yellow Jackets.
This is where you got to trust that really good running back that the Pioneers have. You know, probably just run them up the middle, trust the big guys to get them the yard, but I don't know. There we go. And quarterback.
Got a flag on the play, though.
He does get the first, but let's see what the flag is. But it does cause a situation where the Jackets will have to accept it. And we got a flag on both sides, so that's probably motion. I didn't see us jump.
No, I think the Stillwater running back left a step early before the snap to lead block on that quarterback keeper right there.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, false start against the offense here. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. Choctaw's going to get another crack at this to stop them and get a turnover on downs here.
Well, and it's going to be 6 yards to the first down, so you can let them have 5, just not 6.
Let's not even let it be that close here.
So this could be the play of the game. This could be the play of the game right here.
No, they're sending a punt unit out right now.
Okay, then be aware if you're a Jacket.
Of some trickery.
Be aware because we're not changing our defense out. It's going to be our standard defense.
We're putting nobody back deep.
Yeah,
we're just going to let the wind blow this back in our favor here.
Once that ball's kicked, get away from that ball. The ball's good snap, and this is a better kick, but the wind's going to catch it, and it is going to take a jacket bounce this time, and they're going to down it at the Jackets 49. Great field position, and Landon, the general, and his mayor are going to go back to work, and we'll see what he can do and see what he can orchestrate. The Jackets have been here before. And the Jackets, they don't mind. They don't mind this cold. They don't mind the wind. Every time they look at that scoreboard, they don't mind. This is what they play for. And you know what? I guarantee you this particular Jacket team, even if they do somehow manage to get the gold ball, they want to come out the next week and play another game. They don't care. They love playing. I don't think this team wants to stop playing. And right now they're playing great. All right, Matlock in motion. He gets the handoff to the right. And someone just blew in there and just was in the way and tripped up Matlock for a big loss.
Yeah, someone was number 12
that.
for I think it was number 12. Safety blitz came in, perfect timing,
and tackled him from the ground. It was kind of dumb luck there. So it's a 4-yard loss. It looks like.
Yeah, he slipped from the ground still, and Zaylen just ran right into him.
Yeah. So that'll be second and 14. Here we go. There's the snap. It's going to be a
little shovel pass
to the mayor, and the mayor, just somehow bobs and weaves and gets all the way up to the
gain of about 10.
46-yard line.
We're going to have 3rd and 5 right here. You got 3:45 left in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets up 15-0 over Stillwater, and they're marching down the field looking to get a first down on this play right here.
All right, Stillwater sends everybody. The mayor gets the ball, dodges everybody. Behind some good blockers. He's got the first, and he runs out of bounds at the Pioneer 35, and that is another Jacket first down. And that does stop the clock. I think he's thinking we need to keep the wind and try to get another score because when they switch fields, the Pioneers are going to have to air it out a little bit. And when you air it out with the wind, it does give you a little bit of advantage. But this wind is so strong, it's going to throw off timing. The Ball Hawks that belong to the Choctaw Yellow Jackets might get into play here. So be aware that this is about to get extra exciting. All right. It looks like Pioneers are sending everybody. All right. And Landon just keeps it. He runs to the right. Good blocking. Runs into his own man, but gets 8 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Izzy Hammonds just led the way with a great lead block, and Landon said, let me follow you for a gain of about 8 yards. Great play. Great play.
And, again, I take 8 yards every single play. All right, we got that empty set again, heavy to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Mayer spreads out wide. Landon takes it behind his big blockers. Good patience, and he's going to get only 3.
But that's enough for a first down.
There we go.
Clock just rolled past 3 minutes as it stops while they reset the chains. Choctaw's definitely looking to get one more score here before the third quarter ends. Or at least stay in Gamble's range while we have the wind at our back. Because once you're going the other way, the kicking game becomes obsolete.
Okay, we got twins to the left. We got that heavy set to the right. The mayor takes a jet sweep to the right, and Turf Monster got him, so he stumbles down at the 20. We need to call Tyler's Pest Solution out here so he can get rid of the Turf Monster, because I tell you what, they can handle everything, every pest, every problem that you have, whether it be rodents, bugs, mice, which are rodents, rats, turf monsters, whatever you need, get them out there, and they will help you out. Get a pest solution today from Tyler's Pest Solution. All right, here we go. Mayor in motion, and Landon's just going to take it up the middle, little off tackle to the left, actually, and he'll get 3 yards, bringing up a third. And
got about 3rd and 4 right here after Landon kept that one.
We are on the 18-yard line, so we're knocking on the door in the red zone. We got that heavy set to the left, Landon empty backfield. They're sending everybody. We're wearing them out a little bit. 145.
Yep. Stillwater's getting ready to bring the house on this play right here.
They got to do something.
Choctaw to get something outside really quick.
We got to do something quick here. All right. Switched up the play a little bit. We're going to shift to the right. So everybody to the right here. We got the Mayor back there. Mayor's going to take off the handoff. He goes right. He sees some leading blocks, and he's going to spin down.
Another
about
Yellow
the
Jacket first down.
Yard line. And the Jackets move it. Let's see if it's at the 10 or the 11. Looks like it's at the 11, which means they can get a first down inside the 1. And that keeps that clock going. And
Yep, minute 23 left in the third quarter here. Choctaw's getting the play in from Coach Mangrum.
All right, we got 2 receivers to the left. We're going to have that.
You got a heavy set to the right with Titus and Izzy over there.
Okay, single back, and there we go. Hand off to the Mayor, and the Mayor's going to hit the line pretty hard. He's still going, and I think they give him forward progress for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to give him about line. 1 yard right there.
And that's going to start that clock. We're under a minute in the third. And we're about to put the fist in the air. We got just over 12 minutes to play.
We're going to have to run at least one more play for sure. They're in no rush right here. Play clock's at 18 seconds, and they're not hurrying.
All right. We got motion to the left behind the big boys, and that's Matlock. He's going to stretch it wide. He's got a couple-yard gainer, maybe about 3, and they're going to drag him down at the, looks like the 8-yard line, and that's going to bring up a third and 7 from the 8.
Yeah, Choctaw's going to take this to the quarter here.
Yep. All right, that's going to bring us a quarter. We're going to stay right here because we need to do our talk about all of our other sponsors that we haven't got to. It's been such an exciting game. It's been hard to get them in, but we do appreciate, like Dave's Driving School. It is such a convenient driving school for your teenagers to learn to drive. It comes with the classroom work that they need. It comes with all the stuff they need to get their permit. It comes with driving time. So, if you're a little nervous about teaching your teen, you can get a professional out there to start the process, and then you can take over after they know their basics. If they know a little bit about driving, they can make them even better. So they can do a lot for you there. Their convenient location, they got a location in Midwest City, and, of course, they teach out of Choctaw High School. And so they can even pick your student after, they finish classes at high school. They pick up their student for their drive time. So they can do a lot of good things. And, of course, after you're all done with it, after your teen's ready to get their license, you go back to Dave's Driving School and, you pay the little fee to take the test. They'll help you take the test and get that license. And it's a one-stop shop. Any kind of driving problems that you might have, tickets and stuff like that. They have a lot of offerings. Check them out, Dave's Driving School. Of course, we got mud and steel construction. They're cool. The stuff they
great
can do.
Business, great family.
Local here.
They're local out of Choctaw. Kids go to school here. Kids play football for Choctaw. They offer great service. If you need concrete work done, you need to call Mud and Steel. They've done some great work at the high school. Pouring different drives. I think they did a lot of work on our indoor facility. Great company.
And they do big projects, but they also do small projects. So, they can do your project for you. All right, we got motion to the right, and Landon's just going to take it up the middle, and he's going to
be Yellow Jacket touchdown. Yellow Jacket touchdown.
No flags. Count it, 6 points, and the Jackets are rolling. They're a fourth-quarter team, fists in the air. Here we go. 21-0, Yellow Jackets, looking a little bit different than we saw them earlier in the season. There was a 21 on the scoreboard for the Stillwater earlier in the season, but we got the 21 now, and looks like Gamble's looking to make it 22 for your Yellow Jackets.
And I know right now.
And here's the kick, and it's up, and it is good. All right.
Great offensive series by Choctaw, methodical, lots of motion, and then, of course, Landon just putting his head down, running people over, saying, not today. Not today, Stillwater. This is our game. This is our time. So Choctaw's got a 22-0 lead, getting ready to kick off to Stillwater, and I can guarantee you, Coach Clark, Coach Hall, Coach Brown, they have this defense saying that 0 for Stillwater stays on the board. We do not bend, we do not break. They want that shutout.
They definitely want that shutout. You know what? It's cold. I'm feeling like there's going to be a lot of ice and snow around, and so I would get that McConnell's Record Service number, put in your phone, put in your wallet, put in your car, because you never know when you're going to need a quality record service. You never know when you're going to be sliding into a ditch or have a little fender bender. But don't cuss. Call us, McConnell's Record Service. They'll come out. They'll treat you like family, and they'll get your vehicle and your loved one taken care of. McConnell's Record Service. And here's the kick, and it's into the wind, and it's going to be caught about the 25-yard line, and he's
down right there.
Number 22.
That's Everett Gooden on the tackle.
And he just stopped him, and I think they're going to place the ball about, looks like a 29-yard line, caught at the 25, and just a short 4-yard gain. Gooden with a great stop. Yeah, while they're setting up here, Vision Source, I'll tell you what, they got a complete shop. You go in there, they make sure you have good eye health, healthy eyes. They have some high-tech equipment that they use to make healthy eyes help you see, and they got glasses and contacts, and not only you see good, you look good. So there we go. Here we go. And there's the snap, single back, and he's going to throw, and
ball sailed on him just a little bit.
Couldn't make the catch. Who was that? Is that Dejon Green? No, it's KG. Mr. Grant, we do have a player down on the field, but that was KG.
On the coverage?
On the coverage, and broke up the ball.
So, yeah, that was Khalil Grant on the coverage there, putting the pressure on.
So our camera is going to focus on the band that showed up and all the people bundled up to show up, the student section. The cheerleaders showed up. Man, you got to love living in Choctaw, and just we come out to support the guys and all the organizations that come out here, including my own organization. We got one of our students here today running the archival camera, so I can post that later. And so we thank you guys for supporting Yellow Jackets TV and my classroom, and where I'm developing hopefully the next camera people and producers and all the kind of people involved in radio and TV out there. So that's their goal, is to get these kids interested in and participating in school activities and maybe even getting a couple of them some jobs or some scholarships.
Well, D. Green is up. He's walking off the field under his own power. Looked like he just had a little bit of a cramp there, so that's good news because we're definitely going to need him to be able to stay in this game.
But yeah,
the Boston College commit, vital part of our defense.
Well, that's a great college, great university. Here we go. And Pioneers don't do anything different very much. They got that trips left, that single back. And there we go. He's going to pull it up and throw it. And he does have somebody not open because it looked like KG came over and almost made a play in the ball. But if it was in the realm of being catchable, he might have got the pick.
Yeah, KG was definitely licking his chops, hoping that ball was going to stay in bounds because he had an interception on the mind.
So that's bring up 3rd and 10, and really looking at the clock at 11:42, the Pioneers are mindful of the 3-score lead, and they need to get
It's definitely
a score
4-down territory.
Ball's
for the
on the ground. He
no
picked up
what.
by the quarterback, and he's going to throw a laser, and it is caught. And unfortunately, 2 defenders collide, and he's going to take it to the house for Stillwater, and the Stillwater is going to get on the points and narrow that lead from 22-0 to 22-6. And it was thrown into pretty decent coverage, but they just collided and unfortunately took each other out of the play. And still, the Pioneers aren't going away. And so let's see what they do. They do need to get probably an 8-pointer at some point. I go for it here personally.
I think the quarterback's staying on the field here.
Yeah, you go for it here, and then you got to kick for the rest of the way. But if you miss the 2-pointer here, you just need to get the next 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions to tie up the game. So that is big time. 11:30 left in the game, and Stillwater does get on the board finally with kind of a fluke play where
the quarterback threw an absolute dart right there.
It was a good ball.
He placed a great ball in there.
All right, same formation, and he's going to throw a little screen pass too high and does not get it. And so Stillwater will be 2 scores away, but that's 2 8-point scores. So Jack's with 16-point lead. And I think we named everybody, so I'm gonna keep it here, and we're gonna name everybody again, and then we'll go back to commercials. Hopefully, we won't have too many more scores for the Pioneers, but we got EOC Tech, we got SWM and Sons, we got FNB Bank, we got Chaos Customs, Dave's Driving School, Tyler's Pest Solution, Mud and Steel Construction, McConnell's Wrecker Service, and Midwest City Vision Source. And again, they are these great local companies that support, athletics and Yellow Jackets TV. They allow us to do these things that we do. And we've been going strong since 2014, and we weren't perfect back then. We're not perfect now, but we're a heck of a lot better than we've been in 2014. We keep building this program, and we get to watch a lot of stuff. And one of the nice things about Yellow Jackets TV is all of these games are going to be archived. And since we moved to the the YouTube format, we have playlists. So you want to look at an old season, you want to look at an old softball game, volleyball game, basketball game. We got a lot of old seasons. We got the championship game from last year. We got a bunch of games against Stillwater archived. And so just check out the channel, look at this playlist, and relive old memories. And we're making memories right here, 22-6. Stillwater might want to do some trickery here because I don't think I want to get the ball with 11:30 back in the Jacket hands. They've been so dangerous on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets need to be prepared for an onside kick, but the ball blows off the tee here. If the ball blows off the tee again and somebody has to come hold it, that makes an onside kick really hard.
Yes.
Makes it really, really hard to do.
And let's see. He's lined up to onside it, and he does. It's a nice onside, and it's touched early. I don't think they called it, but a Jacket ends up with the ball, and so the Jackets will take over.
Yeah, that was Caden Anderson fielded that really well and brought it down, just fell on it.
Good job, Hans team. And so I think they'll be barely on the Jacket side of the field at their 49-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Corbin's asking them why that wasn't a flag for touching early. Because that was definitely a Stillwater player that touched that ball early.
Either way, we got really good field position, and, you think that we're going to start doing some clock management here. And we're not going to be in a hurry to run the play.
With Pioneers haven't scored right there, I think Choctaw still – they're not going to be in a hurry for every play, but they're still going to look to put another score on the board and widen that cushion up a little more.
Quads left, single back. Landon's just going to run it up the middle, and he's going to stumble down for about a 3-yard gain. They're going to call it a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to put the ball right at the 46.
But that will start the clock. They're still going to throw it. They're still going to – it's the full playbook's open, but I think they're not – I don't know. We'll see. Unless it's an advantage, I think they'll be a little slow. So we're at about 11 minutes, and we're going to hand it off to the mayor. Good coverage. They're going to string it out, and they're going to push them out of bounds, and that will stop the clock.
He's actually going to lose a couple yards on that. He lost 3 yards there, and that's going to bring up third and 11.
Yeah, that was well covered. And that's the thing with this Stillwater defense is it's hard to know what they're going to do. And they called our gamble there. Let's see what we got here. 3rd and 11 on the 49, the Pioneer 49. We got the single back, pretty tight to the right. Matlock in motion to the left. Back to pass, he rolls out left, and he throws a little screen pass to the ground, and he gets hit late, no flag. And so that will bring up a 4th down on the 49 against the wind. This is a tough call here because, do you go for it or punt for 10? Do you air it out? It's just a tough call altogether. Jackets would have liked to get a little more out of this, and it looks like we are going to line up in a punt formation. Stillwater is going to put one man back.
Yeah, they're going to put a guy deep.
And so there's the snap. The punt is up. It's
Good
high,
punt by
pretty
Landon.
good, and it's going to take a Jacket bounce, and it's going to bounce inside the 20 to the 19, and it's going to be downed at the 19 by the Jackets, and Stillwater is gonna. They're gonna need to score here. We got 10:39 left to play. It is actually plenty of time to make this happen for Stillwater. Jackets defense needs to D it up here. And again, that if those two defenders didn't collide, I think we would have maybe had a big gain, but we would have got a tackle and defense would have got back on the field. The wind is at the Stillwater's back, and I know this defense isn't sleeping. They're not sleeping at all.
No, they know better than fall asleep against Stillwater. They're definitely going to have their feelers up for a deep pass again here, though.
And they're going to go back to pass, and there's good coverage downfield, and the quarterback's going to have to keep it. And he might get back up to the line of scrimmage, but he takes a hit from number 91.
Yeah, Jace Watson with the tackle there as he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I definitely don't want Jace Watson chasing me.
For a big guy, he's pretty quick.
Well, he hits so
He
hard.
hits like a hammer. Absolutely, he does.
It might motivate me to get to running again. Maybe that should be my plan. All right, here we go, and quarterback does hand it off. I thought it was a quarterback keeper, but they hand it off, and that's a decent gain.
Looks like that's going to be enough for a Pioneer first down.
At the at the Pioneer 29.
Yeah, right at the 29-yard line. Good run by the running back right there. Just took it right around the right edge, cut it up the middle, found a nice little hole in our defense.
Trips right still, single back. There we go. Quarterback's going to keep it behind his running back, and he's going to get it.
Ball's on the ground.
I think he was down already, but Stillwater does recover it. Good tackle from number 4.
Yeah, it was TK right there.
TK.
Came in and they brought him down. They're going to rule him down by contact. No fumble on the play, so the ball's going to be at the 32-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 7 right here.
4-yard gain, and the clock is still moving. And so Stillwater's not in any hurry at this point, although they did do an onside kick, so they know it's a problem. All right, back to pass, rolling out right. He throws a short pass.
That's broken up.
Okay.
Pass broken up.
That almost was intercepted.
KG and D Green over there, both.
Yeah. You're bracketed by KG and D Green, and you had one. I mean, it was three brothers in a row, basically. They're just like hanging out like family. I tell you what, like that could have been picked off. That could have been picked off. Looks like they were, hanging out with the other receiver, just talking turkey.
Yeah, quarterback definitely took a big gamble right there. I thought KG had a good break on it and was going to come away with an interception, but we're going to have a timeout Stillwater.
Timeout Stillwater. All right, let's go to a commercial. Woo!
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
All right, we're back. We're back. We got trips to the left, single back. Pretty much the same formation all night long. We got 3rd and about 6. And the quarterback's going to keep it up the middle. He does break a hole, and he's running to the races. Is that TK?
Yeah, TK chased him down right there.
And Dejon Green did, but that was a big kind of a trickery play where it's a designed quarterback draw. And he did go to the races, getting all the way up to the Jackets 26.
He's definitely hurting after that tackle, though. He seemed kind of hunched over.
That is definitely he took some.
He's taken a lot of shots tonight, but he's still running strong.
Yeah, hats off to him, man. He's taking the team on his back and trying to make something happen here. But they are knocking at the door, and so we'll see what they got going on here. They're going to do trips to the left. Got that single back.
If I'm not mistaken, this quarterback's only.
And he's going to take it himself, and he is not going to get quite the yardage this time, but he'll get at least, looks like they gave him 2, and he gets taken down by a mess of Jackets.
This quarterback for Stillwater is only a sophomore as well, so we're definitely going to see him for a couple more years.
Yep. Hey, you never know. In this day and age, you might move to Bixby. That's what they do nowadays. All right, here we go. And there's a throw. He had an open receiver that drops the ball. They're going to call it incomplete.
Incomplete. That was
So he got broken up.
That was KG with a huge tackle. As soon as the ball touched his hands, KG blew him up, didn't let him pull in that catch.
And so that was well defended. He had a little bit of room, but it got closed down quick. I always forget about this defense. They just have so much foot speed and closure speed. You better make that catch and tuck that ball, or you're getting hit, and it's going loose. 3 to the left. It's going to be 3rd and about 8. Single back, and there's the snap, and he's going to hand it off to his running back. And there's a major block in the back that I did not see, and he's going to get a first down.
Yep, no flags on that play.
No flags on that one. But that was at the point of attack. I wonder how that happened. But it's hard to see everything from the field. It's easy when you're the eye in the sky, and it's going to bring up a first, but not goal. 1st and 10 from, it looks like,
about the 12-yard line for the Pioneers.
Trips right. The defense needs to get this ball. We're under 8 minutes. And there's the snap. It's low. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be he's still going.
He's still driving those legs. Brought down by a swarm of Yellow Jackets, but not before he picked up a hard 4 yards right there.
Wow, that was a hard 4. But he had nothing. So you got to give him credit for that. And unfortunately, too much time left on the clock. We need to get the ball back here. Let's look for a pick. Just a pick. Let's get an interception. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to that running back, and they're back in the backfield with the running back. He does seem to squirt free and get back up the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he made it back to the line of scrimmage, but he was met by Brentrell Smith right there in the backfield and had to work hard just to get back there. This Yellow Jackets defense is unrelenting, especially that front line. Brentrell Smith, a name we haven't said enough tonight. Asa Bartlow there at the nose. He's a one-man wrecking ball. It takes 3. They're having to put the center and both guards on him.
There's a snap, and he's going to pull up and try to throw a fade, and he does hit the fade off, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Pioneers. And
cornerback got fooled a little bit on that play action.
They are closing the gap here a little bit. 6:34 left in the contest, and we're probably going to be looking for another onside kick, although.
Well, this 2-point conversion is massive right here.
It is huge because
if Choctaw can stop them from converting right here, it remains a 2-score game.
And they're trying to get the play in. And, we knew this was going to be exciting. That's why we wanted to come here and make sure you got all of the action and you could check it at work and see what's going on. Hopefully you didn't turn it off because it's never over till it's over. Here we go. Here's the snap. Low snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he does get in.
He's in. That 2-point conversion is good.
And so that's going to make it into a 1-possession game with 6:34. That's tons of time. All right, let's go. We'll go to a commercial.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. We can help you with the plans from start to finish or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions or just build on yours. Give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
All righty, we are back in business here.
We're down to a one-score game.
They had to make it exciting. Remember, the last time we faced Stillwater, it was a one-score difference. You know, you could definitely argue that these teams are very equal. They definitely have different strengths and weaknesses. But this is some entertaining football. Probably, you know, this is, I would argue, probably the best football game going on today in the state. You know, I might be wrong, but I rarely am wrong. So we'll just say it is the best football game going on in the state. And here we go. There's a kick.
They're going to kick it deep. That's going to go into the end zone.
And so they're going to stop, let the Jackets start in the 20, and they're going to trust their defense to get the ball back with 6:34. And so Jackets need to be thinking about getting first downs. There's so much time on the clock that you got to try to score here if you're the Jackets.
Yeah, 6:34 is still a lifetime of time in a football game.
Yeah.
Both teams, well, Stillwater has 2 timeouts remaining. Choctaw still has all 3.
Yeah.
And here comes our Yellow Jacket offense out onto the field.
And it's anybody's game at this point, so let's see what the Jackets can do here. They got that
heavy set to the left here.
Yeah. Empty set. Matlock in motion. Matlock gets the handoff, and he doesn't have a lot of room. And I think they get him for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, they got him for a 1-yard
that
loss
well.
right there.
It does start the clock. And so the Jackets won't be in a big hurry here. But they're going to get this play in. They definitely need to get this first down. We need some distance. Going into the wind makes it very, very difficult on the passing game and on the kicking game.
It makes this almost one-dimensional right here.
Yeah, heavy right.
And Stillwater's selling out to stop the run.
Empty set. And there's some motion. And Landon's going to keep himself up the middle. Great blocking. Bounces to the outside.
Out to the left.
And he's going to be dragged down. It should be inbounds. Yes, inbounds.
And he stays inbounds, and the clock keeps running.
I think it's at 28, so it should be a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 is...
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
3rd and 2 is where they spot it. And so that really opens up the playbook here. And it's counting down the clock here.
Choctaw needs to keep getting first downs, but we've got to stay inbounds as well. Landon looks a little shook up after that play. He's a little slow to come back.
Yeah, it's Landon. He'll turn it up. He just taking a break. 10 seconds on the clock, and he sees what's coming. They're sending the house because they want to stop this 2-yard gain here. And we're just about at 5 minutes. And they send the house. Landon goes behind his big old wall, bounces outside to the left, and is dragged. Slides down so it doesn't go.
He slides down to stay in bounds. Heads up play by Landon
goodness. There. His football IQ is through the roof. I tell you what, man, watching him since he started here, his IQ just gets up higher and higher and higher. His athletic ability is just unmatched in 6A2. I just amazed by him. So that keeps the clock running.
4:45 on the clock right now. Choctaw ball, first down. Landon with a great heads-up play. And we're in no hurry to get this play off. They are using every second of the play clock that they can.
All right, there's a snap. The mayor gets it up the middle, has some room, and he slams it for a first down. So it's going to briefly stop the clock while they move the sticks, but they're going to get it set and then start the clock once the sticks are set. And
4:25.
There we
Clock's
go.
running.
Your clock on your screen is correct. 4:22, 21. We're doing good here. This is a key drive. This is going to be the day's driving school drive of the game for sure. There we go. And let's just get it calm down, boys. Get your assignments.
Landon in no rush. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Ball snapped.
Back, and he's going to keep it himself to the left side. There was nobody there to hit him, and they're going to hit him just short of the first down for a 9-yard gainer inbounds, and that will keep that clock rolling. And the Jackets are in Pioneer territory. Looks like they're spotted on the 45.
Ball on the 45. We got 2nd and 1. Clock still running.
All right, here we
Every
go.
play in this bitter cold feels like a car wreck. Somebody better call McConnell's because some of these kids, I don't know how they're getting up after every one of these plays. Both teams playing their absolute heart out right now.
All righty. 3:16. There's the snap. It's going to be handoff to the Mayor. The Mayor gets the first, and then some rolls over a person, and they get them down at the Pioneer 35, and that's going to move the sticks, and it's going to stop the clock briefly at 3:08, and they get spotted nice.
Clock's running.
And this is,
I know Mayor's going to Air Force next year, and I know that they can't wait to get him in there because that boy can play football, and not only can he play football, Mayor is an amazing human being.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to do great things, not only for Air Force's football program, but for our country.
And
I can't wait to see what his future holds.
That's really important. It's fun to see someone like that's going to do such great things for our country. All right, here we go. There's the snap, and the Mayor gets it. He was patient. He bounces it out right.
Stiff arm.
And he's going to slide down inbounds.
Another heads-up play by the Mayor right there.
And he's going to be short of the first down.
Well, that's okay.
But
that's a 9-yard
gain. And that does keep the clock going. And, we talked about
Stillwater's going to take a timeout right there.
The Mayor's got a great football IQ, and it does waste a timeout for the I don't want to risk an error. I want to stay right here with all the action here. We got 2:24 left in the contest. 2:24 left.
Yellow Jackets got an 8-point lead, and we are marching down the field methodically. Our run game, Stillwater doesn't have an answer for our run game. They're selling out to stop the run, and we're just bouncing outside of it right now.
And
and Choctaw's playing so smart by staying in bounds. Landon, Mayor, everyone knowing I cannot go out of bounds. I cannot stop this clock right now.
And how about that line? That line has been fighting for us all game long. Shatswell, the big senior out there. And we got all kinds of people going on with that line over there.
I was actually talking to Coach Corbin about the line the other day at practice, and he was talking about how he's so happy that he's finally found the right mix of guys. He has found 5 studs, and it just took us some time to get there this season. And most of them are underclassmen, and we're just going to build going forward.
So nice. All right. Single back. We've got Mayor goes out left. Landon's going to keep it behind that big old line, and he will start the clock, and he'll be close, but I think they're going to give him a no gain, so we'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Stillwater's going to take their last timeout right here.
Okay, and that is good. 2:18. 2:18 left on the clock here, and we are in 2-down territory for sure.
Yeah, that was Stillwater's last time out right there. That was big for the Jackets. We're going to have 3rd and 2.
Okay, they gave him a loss, didn't they?
Yeah, they gave him a 1-yard loss there, but that's okay because if the Yellow Jackets can get one more first down, that almost seals this game. With Stillwater having no timeouts left, we'll be able to just take a knee and run the clock out.
All right. The nerves up here, right here, because it's, one big play is the difference in the game right now. And the big play I'm looking for is a 2-yard gain. And really, we got 2 downs to do it. You're this far inside. The best thing you can do here is run it.
It's definitely 4-down territory for the Jackets right here because they are looking to end this game on this drive right here.
All right. We got that tight bunch to the right, and now they're going to move to the left. So everybody's on the left. Landon's there, Mayor in motion to the right. And
hand off to Mayor.
And he's going to beat the first tackler way in the backfield, and they're going to drag him down. And let's see if they stop the clock. They shouldn't.
Nope, clock's running. He came down inbounds, but that's going to be a big loss. It's going to be 4th and 10.
And they sold out to get the Mayor. And so are they okay, now they're starting the clock again. They stopped it, and they weren't supposed to. So this does bring out a 4th down, and we're under 2 minutes. You got to think that they're going to go for this here. It doesn't hurt. Punting, I don't think, does much good for us. We got our defense coming up tight right. Mayor in the backfield. They're sending everybody. They're selling out here. And we're dragging it down. We're going to call a timeout here, and then we'll see what we'll actually do here.
Yeah, Choctaw was smart to let that play clock run all the way down.
128.
Looks like they're going to reset the game clock to 1:35.
Okay. Well, I just
the
fixed
clock didn't stop whenever Choctaw took that timeout, so should be 1:35 left in the fourth quarter right here.
I had 1:34 on our clock here, so I was close. I bet you it probably was 1:34, but anywho, they're going to talk about it, and I was hoping to be a little bit more relaxed on this Friday, coming down to the last minute 30 seconds of one score.
But did you really expect anything different than it being down to the wire against these two teams? We seem to always meet Stillwater in either the semis or the state championship game, and every year it's the greatest game you could ever watch.
It is. It's become a 6A2 rivalry that's just been fun to watch all year long. Okay, we're lined up. We got actually two backs and trips right. And now we're empty as the two backs go to the left. And there's a snap. He goes a little throw to an open Matlock. And no call. It is incomplete, so it will be a turnover on downs.
Looks like there was a lot of confusion by the O-line right there. I don't think that ball was supposed to get snapped yet.
But anyways, it did run off a few seconds, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And, the defense has got us here. They're aware of the time. They're aware of the distance. They're aware of Stillwater hopes for a deep play. They got to either get out of bounds, the run game. Hey, you can do the run game, but you got to make it out of bounds. So it kind of decreases their play box.
Stillwater having no timeouts left. Choctaw has to do everything. They have to keep the play in front of them, and they got to keep the play in the middle of the field. Cannot give anything up outside. You cannot let these receivers get outside of you.
All right, there's the snap, and the coverage is great. He's going to have to keep it himself.
Boom!
And he gets
slammed down hard. TK stood him up, and then I'm trying to see who it was that made the tackle there.
And we're going to have a timeout on the play. We're going to get the camera off the injured player. It looks like a Stillwater player is down. That was it was a collision.
That was a very hard hit. I didn't get to see who it was that made that hit, but
but we'll have the respect for the player and the player's family, and they'll take care of him, see what's going on, and we always like to go through injury-free football. Ortho Central is who we use at Choctaw, and they do a great job of helping our players out. And, the minor little pains, helping them with that, and determine if an injury needs to go to the next level where they need to get, full sports medicine treatment. So you hate to see this going on. But, this has been a fantastic week for the Choctaw football program. I don't know. Have you ever been to their Thanksgiving?
I go every year. To see, it's a special deal to be able to practice on Thanksgiving like they did yesterday. And the boosters make it such a big deal for the players. They come out, they always smoke a bunch of turkey legs. It's always a great time. They have hot chocolate. Music's playing. Kids are running around. It's a huge family deal, and it's awesome. So
much fun, so much fun. The clock is now running. The players walking off the field. So that's good to see. And so my clock's a little off. It's at 1:10 instead of 1:15. We'll get it fixed anytime. We got trips left, one receiver right, a single back, and
clock's right at a minute when the ball snaps.
Quarterback back to pass. They're going deep, and it almost picked off. Oh, my gosh, almost picked off up the middle.
Ball was just a little low. That was Landon Dockery with great coverage there. Almost a game-ending interception.
So 3rd down and 10. Really, they need to get this first down. They need to focus on this first down. We're at 56 seconds. This seems like this is how all these games come down to the last minute of play here. Stillwater with the opportunity here. Back to pass, and he's looking. Great coverage downfield, and he gets hit, and the ball is thrown out of bounds. And
Or I guess they're going to say he got outside of the tackle box, and there's not going to be intentional grounding there.
So that's going to leave us with 50 seconds.
Great pressure by the Yellow Jacket defense, and we're at 4th and 10. A stop here ends the game.
You got it. No timeouts left for the Pioneers. You got to get 10 yards, but be aware the home run ball still is an option for Stillwater. We're at 50 seconds here, and we have a timeout, Yellow Jackets, and I'll adjust this right here. So, we're staying right here. We got these great sponsors, EOC Tech, SWM Sons, FNB Bank, KS Customs, Dave's Driving School, Title Pest Solution, Mud and Steel, McConnell's Record Service, Vision Source, the excitement. I don't want to risk the sound going bad. I don't want to risk anything. The camera's going to be on. And, again, we're going to post this game at exactly 1 o'clock on Saturday. So you guys can enjoy watching this in full Yellow Jackets TV glory. And this comes down to
the season for both teams. It's come down to this one play right here.
And here we go. We're lining up. They got trips to the left. They got that tight end to the right, single back. And there is some motion here. And so that will not start the clock, but that's going to make this a little bit tougher.
Be a false start against Stillwater, backing them up 5 more yards. Now it's going to be 4th and 15.
And they ran about a half second off the clock, so it's at 49. And so that will bring up, 4th and 15. And Stillwater's going to just put in there. They got their play in. It means the receivers need to know where the sticks are. You got to get the sticks. You got to get out of bounds.
Choktaw's got to keep this ball in
There's
front.
the snap. This clock is running. He's looking. He's throwing in the middle. And it is off the tips.
That's going to be Choctaw football. Choctaw football. All they've got to do, they've got to take 2 knees, and they're going to the state championship game.
44 seconds. And you know what? I talked to Coach Corbin at the beginning of the season, and he told me, we started the season, one win, 2 losses, right? At the first 3 warm-up games. And he said, you know what? We're starting 1 and 2, but we're gonna get to that game. We're gonna get to that game because we got the guys, and we're gonna develop this team, and they're already growing as a team. And they're out there having fun. But see, they're having fun all game long, all season long, and having that fun and supporting each other and getting in victory formation right here. You got Landon, you got Mayer as a safety, and Landon downs the ball, and
they're gonna have to do it one more time.
Stillwater doesn't hit them. We're just going to be.
They're going to end the game. Choctaw's going to win this game right here. They didn't even start the play clock. That's going to be a Choctaw victory, and we will see you next week.
Oh my goodness!
In the state championship game.
Yep, and
that's become the culture of Choctaw.
They're going to make them snap it. No, they don't have to snap it. Yeah, we don't have to snap it, guys. Stand up. Just go head to the sideline, shaking hands. There we go. And they're shaking hands, and Stillwater, they're not, I'm sure they're sad about it, but they know that they played a heck of a game, and Jackets played a heck of a game, and we're going to film this. I mean, the Jackets are pumped up, man. They were a 3 seed. And I don't remember the last time a 3 seed went to the championship game, but they'll say this year, 2025, a 3 seed went to the championship game. And we're going to be watching.
The 3 seed is going to have a great chance to bring home another gold ball. Before last year, Choctaw had never brought home a gold ball.
Nope.
And now we're looking at bringing home back-to-back state championships.
We're going to have that opportunity. And who are we going to play? We don't know.
We're going to
find out
still another game tonight. Sand Springs is going to play Putnam City. Do we get a rematch against Putnam City? Are we going to see last year's state semifinal game that we played against Sand Springs? We're going to find out in a few hours, and I'm going to be looking forward to it.
But we will be at UCO bringing you all the action. We will have to do radio again, and we will archive footage, and we'll bring you all the action so you can be with us like we've been with this team all year long. And, it doesn't hurt my feelings if you want to pay for that other service. watch these kids, but, remember we've been with the team, and we will be with the team every game we can do. We've done a lot of playoff games. We did the, softball regionals this year. We're trying to do as much playoff action as we can handle, and kind of show off these guys and these ladies that are really making Choctaw proud. And we're just leaving the camera on.
The culture of Choctaw has changed.
Let's zoom in on cheerleaders and
We have a championship culture here. Choctaw is getting used to playing in state championship games. We're competing in softball, football, basketball, wrestling. Then you have our arts program. Our band program always competes in national championships. Our drama program always wins state championships. Baseball's looking to win a state championship this year.
It is.
The culture of Choctaw is definitely a gold standard.
Fun to be a Yellow Jacket. And, when I started this, I never sat down at the beginning of the season with my calendar and plotted out all the playoff games and plotted out the state championship game. But I did. Back in August, I marked out all the dates so I wouldn't have any interruptions. We always schedule our Thanksgiving around I'm going to show up on Friday. And, again, I didn't make a mistake. I knew we were going to be here, and we're here. And you got to love it. And we're going to kind of fade to black with this site right here. And
we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
We will see you next week. And still then, stay golden.